Miss Shelbella here, and I'm back with another video. And so excited, I'm doing a MAC haul. I went and picked a few things up, a couple things that I've been wanting to try, a couple things that just came out. A friend of mine, she was in Portugal for my birthday, and so she sent me a check and a card for my birthday, and it took like a month to get here. So I just not too long got it, and I've been holding on to it for like a week, and was like, you know what, I need to go cash this and go buy myself something. She told me to buy myself something, so she wasn't here to get me a gift. And so I decided to go a little nuts in MAC and go pick up a few things that I've been wanting. So I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to start with this right here that's on my lips. And okay, this, I'm going to tell you what it is first. It's the Viva Glam Rihanna, and it's the matching lip gloss. Now, I've heard nothing but negative reviews about this lipstick. Everybody is saying, oh, I hate Frost lipsticks, its color is so ugly, blah, blah, blah. I love it. I really like it. I like it a lot. What I will say is the lipstick by itself is not very, it didn't do it for me by itself. So I would say if you're going to get it, you have to get the gloss with it. Like, the gloss takes it to a whole nother level, and I love it. Like, I love how super, and I have fallen in love with matte lipsticks, and I love matte lipstick, but it's just something about a shiny red lip that's just so sexy to me. I still love me some matte lipstick, and I still love a matte red. I still love my Ruby Woo, but I just think this is so pretty and so sexy. So I like it. Nobody else seems to like it very much, but I like it. And can we just talk about this packaging? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so sexy. It's so sassy, and just so, I love red. Red is another one of my favorite colors, especially to wear. And so this, like, I was in love with the packaging. I think I would have bought it just because of the packaging, almost. And so I'm in love with it. I really, really like it. And the lip gloss also has the same like satiny kind of finish to this top part as the whole lipstick tube does. But I love them. I think it's gorgeous together. By itself, this Frost lipstick by itself, it's just okay. But when you put this lip gloss on top, whole nother level. I love it. And next is another lipstick that we all know what this is. This has been floating around forever. I missed it when it came out, and I was so excited when they finally made it a part of the permanent collection, and that's Heroin. And when they made it a part of the permanent collection, I just happened to be at the mall that day, or sometime in that first week when they made it permanent, and they had some there. But I went with the intention to get this pink lipstick that I wanted, and I was like, oh, it's a part of the permanent collection, it'll be here, I can get it another time. Went back the next week, they were sold out. Went back the next week, they were still sold out. Went back the next week, they were still sold out. So I've been trying to get it ever since, kicking myself in the butt for not getting it when they had it there. And so was in the mall the other day doing some other shopping and picked that up. Went by, I actually found it at Macy's. The MAC counter at Macy's had it, and so I went and grabbed one. So I'm really excited. I've been trying to get my hands on that for a minute, so I'm happy that they finally had it. Okay, the next thing that I got is their eyebrow pencil, their spiked eyebrow pencil. And okay, if you watched my New Year's Eve Get Ready With Me video, I think I did my brows in that one, or maybe it was my everyday face. I think it was like my no makeup everyday face or something like that. I just threw my pencil on the floor. But anyway, I usually do my brows with like a brow gel and I set it with a brown eyeshadow, and then I clean it up with concealer. Okay, the reason I even started doing that, which I started doing that maybe a couple years ago, was because my eyebrows are very fine, and they were very sparse at one point. And probably over the last year, year and a half, I've been really focusing on letting them grow back thicker and doing things to help them grow back in thicker, which castor oil. It's a miracle worker. It works. Like, I was putting that on my eyebrows every night consistently for months, and it really did thicken up my eyebrows. So that's the reason I was using the brow gel, because I had a lot of sparse areas where there was just skin, and I felt like using a pencil, I could never find a pencil that looked right to me. Like, browns always came off too red. Velvet black is what I used to use by Maybelline. I think it's a Maybelline eyebrow pencil, and it just was too dark to me, and I just never liked pencils. So I gave up on pencils and I started using the gel because, number one, it was a brown color that I felt like wasn't as harsh as the black pencil that I had been using, but it wasn't red either. And also because it stuck to my skin. The areas where I needed it to stick to my skin, it stuck to my skin. But I was getting a little tired of that whole process because it takes a little while to do the gel, fill it in, and then to go over it with the powder, and then make sure I brush it through so it doesn't look, too harsh, and get all the harsh lines out, blah, blah, blah. And so I decided to look into this spiked eyebrow pencil because I've been hearing a lot of great things about it. And I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. My eyebrows are grown in a lot more now than they used to be. And so I probably don't even need all those steps that I've been doing. So since I was there and I was picking stuff up, I tried the brow pencil in the store and I loved it. I was like, this is just great. So I picked that up as well. And another thing that I had been wanting to try was their Select Cover Up Concealer. I'm just throwing my stuff all over the place. But their Select Cover Up Concealer. Okay, so I don't wear foundation. I have a foundation by MAC that never gets worn because it just never looks right on me. To me, it just never comes out right. The color always looks weird. It photographs funny, and I always feel like I want to scratch my face off. Like, it's just it's just always drama whenever I've tried to wear it. I've used it maybe 2 times, and I still have the whole bottle sitting in my vanity doing nothing. So I wanted to try another concealer because I haven't been all the way happy with the way my concealer has been. I've gotten close. Like now, before this, what I was doing was using this Makeup Forever concealer that I have. That's like a skin tone. It's my skin tone, and it's like a lift concealer. So it's intended to just kind of brighten. And then I was mixing in a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is a lighter color that's more of a highlight. And that's what I've been doing, and it was giving me a nice kind of nice highlight, not too bright, just nice and subtle, clean looking, which is what I wanted. But I felt like it was so many steps, and I was like, I really just want one concealer that I could just put on and be done. And so I decided to see what they had in MAC that I might like. Okay, so back when I first started wearing makeup, when I really didn't know much about it, I purchased this is a Select Cover Up. I purchased the what's the one, whatever the one that's in the pan. It's like in the little pan that you open up like an eyeshadow. The name is leaving me right now. But that's what I had bought, and my skin tone, what the girl matched me to, was an NW45. So I bought one of those, and I also bought an NW40, which, the color up to highlight with. Well, I always feel like that concealer is just way too bright. So I never use it. It just sits in my vanity and doesn't get used. So the other day, yesterday or the day before, when I was at MAC, the girl that helped me, she actually put this on me, which is NC50. And I was really confused when she told me what it was. Well, she didn't tell me what it was when she put it on. She just put it on, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I love it. Like, this is what I want. It's nice and subtle, and that's what I'm wearing right now. Actually, nothing else. I just have that concealer on, set with some powder. And I was like, I love it. And I was like, what color is that? And she said NC50, and I said, NC? And she goes, yeah. I was like, well, maybe that's the reason that my, because I asked her, well, what would you match me as in foundation? And she said, probably an NW55 or NC55. And I said, really? Because what I had been matched to before was NW45. And she looked at me like I had three heads and was like, you don't have any red tones in your skin. You shouldn't have been wearing an NW anything. So that may be the reason that I felt like that foundation always looked funny on me and I hated the concealer. Aside from the consistency of that concealer, that's another thing that I cannot stand about it. It's dry and it's hard and it's just, ew, I hate it. But anyway, she matched me in an NC50 for my highlight. And I didn't buy a foundation, but she said if I were to go foundation, then I would probably need like an NC55. So yeah, it just goes to tell you that just because they work at a MAC counter or any kind of makeup counter doesn't necessarily mean they know what they're doing. So yeah, that's just my, little tidbit. If you're having some trouble with your concealer or your foundation, you might need to go in and try and see if you need to be in another category, lettering system. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I got those 5 items right here. And I'm in love with all of them. So far, so good. I like them all. Oh yeah, the brow pencil I used today with nothing. Like I didn't even clean it up with concealer or anything. It took me like 2 minutes to do my eyebrows as opposed to like 10 to 12 that it usually takes me. So that was absolutely wonderful. Loving that cut down. I may do an updated like everyday face or something because now with taking out some steps, it is like bam, quick. I did my makeup in like less than 10 minutes today and so thrilled about that. So yeah, that's all I got as far as this video goes. Stay tuned for the next one. If you haven't already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like, follow me on social media on Instagram and Twitter, Miss Shovella. All right, thanks guys. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao, ciao.